Hey guys, I'm Nick. I'm the Sales and Technical Support Manager here at SUNLOCK, and today we're going to be talking about some of our products. So here we're going to be talking about our mids and ends. The thing that makes our mids unique is we have the built-in earth pin, saving the need for a washer or a weeb to go on the rail. So another part of it that makes it unique is that we have a universal sizing, so you can have a 30 or a 40 mil panel and use the same clamp. It simply adjusts like this depending on the size of the panel and is rated to hold those panels down. So to install the mids and ends, you simply slide the mid in, make sure the captive bolt is in correctly, push it up to the panel, push the other panel in and tighten to 12 to 14 Newton meters. One important thing to watch out for when installing the mids and ends is that the captive nut is installed correctly inside the rail. It needs to be at 90 degrees to the rail with the two slots sitting inside of the rail itself, not at a different angle, which means that the clamp is not installed correctly. And so here today we're going to be talking about SUNLOCK's brand new mids and end clamps. The old clamps used to have a captive nut that came out the bottom, whereas our new clamps have these unique brackets on the bottom of the screw, which means that the brackets now freestand inside the rail, making the installation much quicker and easier and avoiding any risk of any defective clamps. And to install the mids and ends with our new quick lock bracket, you simply drop it into the rail, twist, and it's installed. You see how it freestands, so your panels can slide straight underneath, making for fast and easy installation, saving time on the roof, getting your boys down quicker. Once installed, you need to tighten it to between 12 and 14 Newton meters. So here we're going to be talking about SUNLOCK's channel lid. One of SUNLOCK's features is the rail can be used as cable containment underneath the array, but did you know we have our own range of lids and brackets that can be used outside of the array, saving you time and money on cable trays? To install SUNLOCK's lid, you simply push it and click it into the rail. Once the lid is installed on top of the rail, this becomes a heavy-duty mechanical protection, protecting it from both damage and environmental conditions. The lid comes in a silver mill finish or a SUNLOCK yellow finish for high visibility in areas where people are concerned that the rail may become a trip hazard. And the lid is also available in 4.7 meter lengths. We also have our T and L joiners so that you can do 90-degree bends or T-pieces using the channel as well. Here we have our range of clamps for concealed roof sheets. We have a range of 5 different clamps available at the moment. However, if a project is on a larger scale and we don't currently have a bracket to suit the roof sheet type, we can always look into custom making a product to suit your needs. It's important to get the right type of roof sheet, as every roof sheet has a different pull-up capacity. Whilst we have tested multiple different roof sheets and have these on record, if you're unsure, we can perform pull-up tests on site to ensure you get the best engineering results. It's important to make sure that the brackets are mounted on purlin, as this is the only way to ensure you get the most accurate engineering results. More information can be found in the article linked in the description. So here we're going to talk about our trap brackets. Trap brackets are designed for insulating roof sheets. As these roof sheets are considered a structural element, these can be mounted anywhere on the roof sheet and therefore can be mounted off purlin. To mount them, you simply install them with 4 stainless steel screws in each corner, and then the channel foot gets mounted on top. So the trap bracket comes in 2 different sizes depending on the profile of the roof that you're using. It's also come with a EPDM rubber on the inside to ensure you get additional waterproofing, making sure that the roof doesn't leak. Here in front of me I've got the 2 types of earth clamps, and we're going to discuss the differences between the 2. So the main differences between the SLC ET3 and the SLC ET-CT is that the version 3 can be used on a lower profile panel because it's side mounted, and also when the earth is running parallel with the rail. The CT version can be used to mount on top and run perpendicular to the rails, meaning that you can quite easily jump between rails and ensure that all rails are earthed. And these can also be used as a catenary wire to keep your DC cables neat and tidy underneath the array. So here we're going to talk about our tilt brackets. The tilt brackets come in 2 different inclinations, a 10 degrees and a 15 degrees, and also an east-west orientation. Much like our mids and ends, they come with integrated earthing. They're also spring-loaded, meaning that you can simply drop the panel in, walk away, keep loading the roof up, and then come back through and straighten them all up and tighten them down. This makes it much more efficient and much sturdier than traditional tilt systems. The tilt system can be set up in either a north-facing orientation or an east-west orientation. The advantage of an east-west orientation is that you can fill up the roof without having to worry about cross-panel shading. Much like our mids and ends, it's important to make sure that the captive nut is engaged properly inside the rail when tightening. Here in front of me I have the arc rubber. This is for corrugated roofs, and it simply peel the back off and the self-adhesive sticks onto the back of the foot and gives you a much more stable and straight footing on a corrugated roof. Here in front of me I have a tray lock. The cable tray range comes in sizes of 100mm, 150mm, 200mm and 300mm. The cable tray can be fixed to our rail using our hold down clamps or by using our earth plates. The advantage of using the earthing plate, however, is that then you don't have to run an external earth out to the panels. Tray lock comes with a full range of components, including anchor clamps, extenders, joint links, intersect brackets, and a pivot plate. So this beast in front of me is our A-frame tilt leg. This is adjustable from 10 to 15 degrees by using the telescopic arm here. It will come flat packed, and with the feet pre-installed, you just adjust them to suit your clamping zones of your panels. So each A-frame will come with a bag that contains a washer and all of your screws for fixing the legs into place, along with a tech screw for screwing into the side once the tilt is set. Some key notes is that if you're installing on a clip lock roof, you will obviously need to order your clip lock feet separately. Or if you're installing on a screw roof, you will need to order the screws and the grommet separately, and these will be found in a different box along with your order. So when installing the A-frame, there's a series of holes along the bottom which help to line up with the existing screw lines of the roof. When installing on a screwed roof, you would need to install the grommet underneath. This just helps to lift the rest of the frame up off the roof and keep it away from the existing screws. When installing with a clip lock bracket or any other form of bracket, you can install the bracket straight through using the square washer provided and straight onto the clip lock foot. Should be noted that the first two holes are the best from an engineering perspective, as they give you the strongest fixing position. Once you've installed the feet on the roof, you simply adjust the height using this telescopic arm here, fix a tech screw through the side to lock it into place, adjust your channel feet to suit your clamping zones, and then install the rail perpendicular to the brackets.